my friends? It's your old pal Jordan the Lion. I am super excited today. I saw a documentary many years ago about Ringling brothers and how they used to have their home in the off season in Baraboo, Wisconsin. They would train all the animals, work on the routines and everything. And I've always wanted to come here. Now, the last time I came through the Dells, it was actually snowing, so I couldn't come here. It was closed. They closed the circus world during part of the year, but we're here in an appropriate time. It is open, so let's go see it. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. Baraboo. I can't believe we're finally here. This should be something. See? Winter home of the Ringling Brothers Circus. Awesome. Here we are. This place is massive. It stretches all the way out there and all the way around there because, like I said, this was the winter home of the Ringling Brothers Circus. These grounds literally are. So a lot of the original buildings where they kept the animals and everything, where they trained them, they're all located inside, and we're gonna see it all. Well, I'm gonna show you some and I'm gonna see it all. So let me give you a little idea of the magnitude of how big this place really is. If you look across the water over here, you see a big top tent. That is all part of it. Then there's trains, all kinds of facilities, things out here. We got to cross a bridge because the main building we're going to enter is over here. So there's just so much to see. That's why I say I can never show you all of it. Starting with out here on display, they have a Cole Brothers Circus Sea Lion transporter. I know some people have gotten down on the circus and everything, but I've always loved it. I always will, and I'm super excited to see this stuff. Is your name Shakes the Clown? So sometimes when you come here, they'll have live shows, but she told me when I walked in that unfortunately today, there are no live shows on the grounds. That big, big top tent that we saw, the red and white striped one, that's where they have it, I believe, usually. Nice. And here are the Ringling Brothers. I believe there were actually 7 of them. This is very cool the way they designed it. Let's go explore the story of Ringling Brothers. Yeah, there's the whole family. Some of the early Ringling Brothers advertisements. "30 elephants they're advertising." And I believe they were the first ones, I think their shows were the first ones to have live giraffes. That's a lantern that used to be used on the Ringling wagon in the early days. And that was a strong box. That was what they carried their receipts for the circus monies and things like that. They originally had a museum tent, and all of this taxidermy was in that original tent from 1887. Each room in here tells about each guy. John Ringling, Charles Ringling, Alf. And it tells all about their personal life. There's Otto, solitary, thrifty bachelor. Yeah, known for the grand portable triple pneumatic cathedral pipe organ. And here they're showing some of the other circuses. Annie Oakley performing for Buffalo Bill. And I believe they have one of Buffalo Bill's wagons here, if I'm not mistaken, from what I read online. And of course, this is like one of my favorite things about this circus. All of the very colorful, gigantic posters, eye catchers. Over here, they're acknowledging the Golmar Brothers shows. If I'm not mistaken, I think they may have also been part of this at some point. Like they were run out of this facility. There's all kinds of stuff in there for their shows. A weird head back there. Here I was mentioning that they ended up melding some circuses together. Well, there you go. Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, greatest show on earth. Here's one of the early clowns, Pat Baldo. Beginning as a clown, he later became director of personnel and brought some of the most famous acts of all time to the attention of Ringling management. His familiar chalk white smiling face graced more than 1 million posters. He also invented the well-known clown routine in which a midget fire brigade swarmed over a burning building. He worked for the combined shows until his death, the age of 90. So let's go in here. Wow. Some of the legendary costumes and depictions of some of the acts. 3 miles long, they would have a Ringling Brothers free street parade. Wow. Look at the costume for the elephant. It's amazing. I love that kind of stuff. Then here you can act like you're riding in the big cage. Oh, we gotta see what's in here. Monster or man, it says. Look at the footprints. What do you think? Beauty or beast? See the change. I see nothing in there. So if we look through the bars, there's a hand. You're supposed to have someone go in there, sit in that hand, and then watch what happens. It turns into a monkey or a gorilla. And that was a famous routine, girls to gorilla. Put a girl in there, have her sit down, and then it turns into a gorilla. And I mentioned giraffes in the circus. Here they are advertising it on an elevated platform. So they have a recreation of that in here. Please don't feed the giraffe, they ask. And then, I don't know if that's a calliope or calliope. I don't know how you pronounce that because I've heard it several different ways. Then in here, let's see what's in here. The cat act, it says. Oh, yikes. Oh yeah, you see the chair? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with him. Look at this, wow. Huh. The shoulder bar. The shoulder bar, that's insane. That's how someone could do the chair routine. Balancing someone on the chairs. Oh my God, this place did not disappoint. I love it. Iron Tongue Man. I hope they have some of these on shirts on my way out. Whoa, look at the wall. The whole wall. And then over here, some of the poles for the aerial acts. And then we have Yankee Robinson's Great Double Show, Ringling Brothers. It's a concession wagon, it says. Then there's a circus wagon over here for a band. And look at that one back there. This place is amazing. And then this goes back to 1923 from the parades, I believe. This is Cinderella's carriage. When John, Charles, Ringling, both of them were kind of orchestrating the parades. And then these are all costumes from the circus. Some of the trainers, some of the famous people. Wow. And they have them all listed here. I just don't know who any of the performers were. But that giant hat, that's cool. It says Jenny's top hat. Could have been an elephant's, right? That's what I'm thinking, because that looks like the head for an elephant. This kind of looks like a... I know they did bicycle elephant tricks. I think that's what that is. Yeah, I think so. Look at this. That certainly looks like that's what that is. All right, I think we're gonna work our way outside. That's also a really cool elephant costume. Another great poster, woman getting a shot out of a cannon. I love that kind of stuff. Or that one. Oh, and we gotta give this guy a shout out. This is John Kelly. He was the founder of Circus World. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't even get this experience. Yeah, and if you go to Sarasota, where they also eventually had some of their winter homes, you can eat at a really cool place called, I think it's called Bob's Diner, Bob's Train Car, and they're old circus Barnum and Bailey train cars. We have to check out this building and all this over here. Wow. Look at that barn. The camel house. Housed the lead stock of camels, zebras, and llamas. One of the last structural buildings built at the Ringling Brothers Winter Quarters in Baraboo. 1884, the Ringling Brothers founded their circus in Baraboo. 34 years until 1918, the circus used these very buildings here on Water Street as their winter quarters. Started pathetically small, grew into the world's greatest show after the circus absorbed Barnum and Bailey Ringlings became the greatest show on earth. The original Ringling Winter Quarters are now the home of the Circus World Museum. So this whole room, or at least this whole side, is all circus dioramas going all the way down. This shows an 1882 circus. Jumbo the elephant. Jumbo was the largest in captivity, and this was like the star attraction, I think, for their entire, it was like their most famous elephant ever. Yeah, it says he was considered to be the greatest attraction in circus history. And I believe after he passed away, they taxidermied him, but then he burned up in a fire, sadly. This diorama's got this guy balancing something in his, looks like farm equipment in his teeth. This is great. This has some kids kind of looking from a hill down on the circus being set up, and it said that they would require 10 acres of land in order to do a circus in 1940, because it would eventually turn into this. Is it a tiger cage or tiger transporter? Clown cow. This place is magical. I can only imagine what the experience is like when they have live performers. Popcorn, get your popcorn. How cool is that? Oh wow! This is the cage for Gargantua the Great. He was considered to be like the scariest attraction. See, it has his name there. Because he was a big gorilla that when they were transporting, or when someone was transporting to America, someone threw acid in his face and really kind of like disfigured him, and so that made him even scarier looking. Yeah, and he started out as a house pet. They found him in Brooklyn. He just got too big for the owners. Titled the most terrifying creature, world's most terrifying living creature. Capitalizing on the publicity generated by the huge ape in the 1933 movie King Kong, Gargantua was made larger than life in show posters. And there he is. So there's that same trailer, and Gargantua's in here. There he is. And then look at this. This is another circus vehicle, and this one actually has the pipe organ in it. There's the part of the engine, but pipe organ and a seat.
The wagon is 26 feet long.
Engford Family Shows. So that's the other side of it. Very cool. Let's see what's in here, or over here. It says Clown Garage. Here's the moon buggy. Wow. Okay, so look at the windshield. It's like a spider web. I love it. How creative. And they have a little fan mailbox over here. It's got like a bottle in it. I love it. This stuff is so cool. Just completely tattered and worn, of course. And look at this one. The horse in the back, 1 horsepower. This tiny little one, I can't imagine what would come out of this. And then this, they call the rug bug, because it's all made out of like carpeting with a clown face on it. Wacky. And then this is all dedicated to some of the famous clowns. So here in the center, you have Happy the Clown. Jimmy Williams is Happy the Clown. There they've even got like a mirror of him. And then over here is Felix Adler, the King of Clowns. That's his chair. And Otto Ringling was known as the Master Clown. That was his travel piece. And that's him over there in that picture. And then this is all dedicated to Lou Jacobs. Yeah, the world's most famous clown. I think everybody knows that clown face. If you've ever seen a Barnum and Bailey or Ringling Brothers, anything like that, pretty much always use his face on it. There he is in the cover of Life magazine. And the rug bug actually belonged to Happy over there. That was Happy's clown car. This is saying that this was the stall that they used for Silver King. I believe, yeah, and Silver King, I thought I had read, was their most famous horse. Sure is. So the top on this, where it levels out, that's gotta be at least 6'3", because I'm 6'3". But in here they have a tribute to him, where they would put his hay. Silver King, one of the most famous circus horses of all time. And there he is. There he is on a poster. John O'Brien and Silver King. Kind of cool to be standing in a very famous horse's little area. I don't know, kind of cool. So obviously this would have been a horse barn, I would assume, right? Get ready for the elephant house. Constructed to house the Ringling elephant herd and include an interior training ring. The original structure expanded to the present size in 1910. Are you ready for this? Are you? Okay, what do we have over here? From 1914. So this would have all housed elephants. Wow. I think I read somewhere where the little rings are here. Where each one of those was is how close an elephant would have been to each other. I would say that's, if I had to guess, 5 feet. And they go all the way around, so they probably, I would guess, chain them up at night, and then they went all the way over here as well. Look at that. Oh, this was a ticket selling cart. All right, let's go in and see the ring. Thinnest, fattest, smallest, tallest. Oh, was that the fat lady's chair? Huh. Oh yeah, this would have been where the elephant training ring was. And there you can see the doors they'd walk them in and out of. Here they are getting walked around Baraboo. Then you can see their hay lofts up there. Pretty big room. But I wonder how many they would have had in here at a time. Oh, okay, I did read about this. So I guess they, when they took this building back over, they had the original floor in here, but it was starting to rot away, so they put the concrete floor here. But they did leave like a small square over here that they talk about. That's the original flooring from in here. Let's go through here. See what we got over here. So this is the animal house. Since 1897, stabled many species of exotic menagerie animals, including giraffes and ostriches. A hippopotamus pool was located in the southeast corner of the building. Okay, so I think the southeast corner would be back in there. That's where the hippopotamus tank would have been. These are all things they would have used to make repairs or That's what's on display in here now, the animal room. That was also an animal house, but they said that that was closed off today. Oh, and then I read these were the offices. Yeah, it's kind of a faded sign, but you can see it says Winter Quarters Offices, circa 1901. It's where they would basically run the entire empire. It says Ringling's enormous circus empire was run out of here, and that brick room, that was where they stored all the money. Oh wow, they have all kinds of different stuff in here. Definitely where they would have kept animals. All kinds of little different style wagons. Even have a horse still in here. Forgot him. Wow, look at this old one. That is cool, look at that. This has to be the original floor, right? Wouldn't you think? Looks like it. I don't know if they do guided tours through here. They didn't offer one, so I assume not. But they do have a little bit of information outside of each building. Since these are where the animals were, that definitely looks like, you know, like one of the horses or something could have been just like kicking at that thing, working the boards loose. Its hoofs. So the admission to this place was only $11, which if you consider as many buildings as we've seen and the fact that a lot of times they have a live show, that's quite a bargain. So now I want to make my way across the water and see what's over there. I do see one of the trains, and I love that they're playing circus music the whole time you're walking around. I love circus music. And I love a beautiful view. Even if the buildings aren't open, they have them set up like if you were at the circus. There's your ice cream place. The hippodrome over there. As I got over to the other side, I noticed they got a tightrope here that goes all the way across the water. Huh, interesting. I'm not doing that today, that's for sure. And the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey train car number 1, the advertising train car. So it's exactly what you would think. Hey, circus is coming into town, let's have this one first so everybody gets excited when they see it. That's awesome. They had so many freaking train cars in order to do this, to put on a show. Outrageous. They have a little playland over here, and then they have a couple of buildings up here that have a lot of the parade float type things, but I don't think those are open today. We might as well check because there's stuff to see up there anyway. This kids area, you can pretend to be a unicyclist or get a drink out of a lion's mouth. Colmar Brothers Circus, it says. It says that's the wagon pavilion. They got a ton of them. Holy cow, look at that one. Whoa! Or the chivalry one. Golden Age of Chivalry. Big dragons. Like two-headed dragon up here. I think that's supposed to be Mother Goose, because that looks like that is supposed to be the little old lady who lived in a shoe, right? We'll never be able to see them all, but let's look at a few. Isn't this amazing? This looks like it was a money booth of some sort. The back of this one, they would have had somebody that played the organ, played Juanita. Oh, there's the one I was telling you. Whoa, look at that. Wow, that's Pawnee Bill's. Pawnee Bill was kind of like Buffalo Bill kind of around the same time or a little after. That's Pawnee Bill. Wow. But here's Buffalo Bill's. That's one I was telling you about. It's been restored, I believe. But wow. This is incredible how much stuff they have in here. It goes on forever. First circus in America was performed in Philadelphia in 1973. I didn't know that. I keep looking around because you never know if you'll see one from a movie or something. Oh, is that that's the giraffe one? So you see it's got the giraffe on the side and it's got no roof. I think that's how they transported the giraffe. That would be my guess. Wow. An Asian one, Cole Brothers Asia. Borneo, Tibet, Persia. Wow. And look at this. Gavioli Band organ from 1905. I love those kind of things. Look, they even have like the ramp and everything to show you over here how they would have transported a lot of the trucks and stuff, put them on a flatbed. Whoa, France. Arthur Brothers. Look at that. Holy cow. Very patriotic one, right? All the states listed on there. What? What? Little Red Riding Hood. And that one just has glass so you could see the performers inside. Kelly Miller Circus. Oh, is that what I think it is? Look at this. The American one. What I saw back here. Yeah, isn't that the cannon they shoot the lady out of? And is that the trampoline she's supposed to land on? Oh boy. That's for sure what it looks like to me. Wait a minute, Benzini Brothers. The Spectacular Show on Earth. I think that was like Water for Elephants. I think that was in that movie because I think that was the name of the circus in there. I don't think that's a real company. I could be wrong, but I think so. Here's another one. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. And that's what they transported some of the animals in. But look at this. The ticket booth is made to look like an elephant. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. And now, you know, I'm seeing this rocket that we were looking at up there. Do you shoot a woman out of that too? I mean, it looks like you could load somebody in the end. Here's another Benzini Brothers Circus. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that one. This one is another one with an organ inside of it, so they could pull it along and play music. Hippopotamus from the River Nile. Well, we know what would have been stored in there. This is called Jerry's Famous Carousel. Look at that. She's an old one too. Look how old some of those are on there. You can tell by the paint. It really is blowing my mind, you know, to think of how much training and just extraordinary ability would have been figured out, and the shows and everything that would have been worked out here for so many years. That just blows my mind, the history that must have happened here on these grounds. And then they have some food options here on the grounds. Here's the Hippodrome again, we're passing by. Yeah, they must do, must be a big deal when they do a show out here. We're gonna have to go and take a look at what the Hippodrome actually is. Oh, look inside, that's really neat. So it's all seating around. So I'm seeing some signs coming up that when they are fully operational, over here you can ride elephants and over here you can ride ponies. I just want to see the big circus tents back there. Oh, now you're speaking my language. They're talking about the circus sideshow. Here, got one of the train cars open. I walked up into this train car and it's definitely for horses. You can see all the little dividers. That is beautiful. That is like a work of art, seeing those kinds of tents and everything like that. All right, my friends, thank you all for watching from Circus World in Baraboo. A dream come true. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great night and goodbye.